The pressure is mounting for the Kansas City Chiefs as they face an offensive line crisis that could impact their playoff run. The whispers are getting louder. Will they bring in a new player to fill the gap? Stick around for the details and be sure to subscribe to KC Chiefs News Portal to stay on top of the action. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! Big news coming your way today, and it's all about the future of the Chiefs' offensive line. With an unexpected injury to one of their key players, the team is facing some tough decisions ahead. Could Kansas City be looking to make a game-changing move? Stick around as we dive into the latest rumors, potential signings, and what this all means for the Chiefs' playoff push. The Kansas City Chiefs are no strangers to challenges, but it seems like they're at a critical crossroads right now. Their offensive line, a key factor in protecting Patrick Mahomes and opening up lanes for the run game, is facing some serious issues. It all started when Juan Morris, the starting left tackle, went down with a knee injury during the Chiefs' recent game against the Denver Broncos. The injury has created a palpable sense of urgency in the locker room, and it's got fans asking, what's next? Chiefs Kingdom is buzzing, wondering if the team will make a move to reinforce their offensive line before it's too late. Kingsley Suamataia was called into action to step in for Morris, but after a shaky performance, it's clear that the Chiefs can't rely on a rookie who hasn't yet found his rhythm. The team does have other options, like Ethan Driscoll, Jason Godric, and Lucas Niang, who have been on the roster, but none have been given a real shot at starting, and their readiness is still in question. So, what are the Chiefs' options? One name that's floating around is Ty Phillips, the former offensive tackle for the New York Giants. Phillips has been recovering from a quadriceps injury, but he's shown flashes of solid play in the past. Although he's not the big-name signing Chiefs fans might be hoping for, he could provide some much-needed depth to this struggling unit. It's worth noting that the Chiefs haven't made any official moves just yet, which raises some eyebrows. With the playoffs right around the corner, the team might be taking a cautious approach, but there's definitely pressure to make a decision soon. Could Phillips be the answer? Or is the Chiefs front office waiting for the right moment to make a more significant move? So, Chiefs Kingdom, the big question is, should the team make a move for someone like Ty Phillips to bolster the offensive line? It's clear that the Chiefs are in a tight spot, and the decisions they make now could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. We want to know what you think. Do you believe Phillips is the right fit, or should the Chiefs look elsewhere for reinforcements? Alright, Chiefs Kingdom, let's talk about where we're at right now and what this all means for the team moving forward. I think we can all agree that an offensive line shakeup is long overdue. This season, we've seen the highs and lows of the line's performance, and with an injury to Juan Morris, it's made the urgency even more obvious. The reality is, without solid protection for Patrick Mahomes, the entire offense is at risk. We know what happens when he's under pressure. He can make plays, but even the best quarterbacks are limited when they're constantly running for their life. Now, don't get me wrong, Kingsley Suamataia has shown some potential, but he's a rookie. Relying on him as a long-term solution for such a crucial role just doesn't make sense. He's been thrown into the fire, and while his heart's in the right place, this is the NFL, not a developmental league. It's not the right environment for him to figure things out in real time while trying to protect one of the most valuable quarterbacks in the game. I believe we need someone with more experience, someone who can come in and contribute right away. Enter Ty Phillips. I know, he's not the big name that we might have hoped for. He's coming off an injury and isn't exactly a household name. But let's not overlook the potential here. Phillips could provide exactly what this offensive line needs, depth and experience. He may not be a top-tier star, but sometimes it's not always about the splashy signings. Sometimes it's about finding the right fit, the guy who can come in and plug the gap without too much fanfare. That's exactly what this line could use right now, someone solid who can step in and help stabilize things. And let's be real, the Chiefs don't have the luxury of waiting for a miracle. With the playoffs just around the corner, every decision they make now is going to impact how far this team can go. Do they wait for the perfect player, or do they pull the trigger on a veteran like Phillips who could give the team just enough to make a run? The offensive line has been a weak point, but it's not beyond repair, especially if they make the right move now. Here's the thing, The Chiefs have always been a team that excels when their offense is clicking, but they can't get to that point if Mahomes is constantly under duress. The next few weeks are critical, and this might be the move that either keeps the Super Bowl dreams alive or leaves us wondering what could have been. If they pull the trigger on someone like Phillips, it could be the little push they need. It might not be the glamorous signing we hoped for, but if it gets the job done, it's hard to argue with the decision. I have to say, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. If the Chiefs bring in Phillips and he performs well, we could be looking at a much more stable offensive line, and that's going to make all the difference in the postseason. But if they wait too long or miss the chance, we could be in trouble. The clock is ticking, and the Chiefs need to make sure they're ready for whatever comes next. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Is Ty Phillips the right answer to fill the gap and protect Mahomes for the stretch run? Or do you think the team should look for a bigger solution? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going. Remember to like this video, share it with fellow Chiefs fans, and, of course, subscribe to KC Chiefs News Portal to stay updated with all the latest news and analysis as we gear up for the stretch run. Stay tuned, and let's see what the Chiefs have in store for us. Question for the fans: do you think signing Ty Phillips would strengthen the offensive line for the playoff push, or is there a better option out there?